Hello, everypony art, Lisiane here. Link to my Divinian art in the description below and also for my Patreon if you'd like to do that. Warning, this video will contain pictures from Google that is not mine, so please give respect to the owners of these pictures and copyrights. And also warning, it's going to contain my personal opinion about stuff in My Little Pony. So if you don't like stuff like this, click away or else stay. Yeah, here we go. 3, 2, 1. So today I would like to talk about fanfics because recently I have been reading a lot of fanfics, not only doodlebugs, but I have been reading quite a lot of fanfics that are not, read out loud, or how to say that. And I must admit, reading all of these fanfics have actually made it a little bit easier for me to see what the, fans are doing and stuff like that. There's of course the normal slice of life fanfics. There's also the beautiful where it's like love and friendship and all sorts of stuff. There's also of course the club fics, and I'll not go into details with those, but some of them are actually pretty nice, and I actually enjoy stuff like that. I know that I'm weird, but I really do enjoy fanfics of all sorts of kinds. Even though that the grimdark, I will say that I hold a little bit myself against, or how to say that. I'm not trying to pursue the grimdark at all, because it's not something that is for me. So I know where to draw the line in between. But then I was thinking about the Fallout Equestria that I actually really like to read. And also there's a read out loud where there's a storyteller that actually reads out the story. Now we could really use some more ponies. I know that Snogwirrts, or what his name is, he's a new filly in the Rift. He actually reads out some of the fanfics that are done on the internet, but I actually feel like we need more to actually uphold all of this, because there's a lot. I haven't been reading all that there is on the internet. That is not going to happen, because that's just too much. But some of them I would actually recommend for you. For example, the Curse of the Werewolf Pony, or what it's called, where Spike actually becomes a pony and is trying to get Rarity to fall in love with him again. And the only way he can actually do that is because he's now a pony, and that actually hurts him. He gets to know what Rarity really feels about him, and it's going to be hard for him to understand why Rarity is not having the same feelings as he has, and so on. And there's also a fanfic where Shining Armor have a fall with Queen Chrysalis. I actually really like that story, and I was actually pretty surprised how it actually makes sense into the story that she would have falls with him, because if she was after a king in the Crystal Empire, or how to say that, she actually needs a king by her side. Now she's the queen, and she can't have Forax because he is now reformed and all of this stuff. So I actually feel like into the future we will see Sombra again, and maybe that is something that can happen into the future of the My Little Pony episodes. Now there's also the sad fics, where Twilight is, for example, dead and gone, or Spike is dead, or some of the main characters is not there anymore, or something really bad happened. And I really do will say that I will warn you guys, if you don't want to be sad, don't read a sad fic. but you can say that for yourself. It's not something that I would recommend you do on a bad day, or you recommend you doing if you're sad to start with. Then I would recommend, the slice of life or the love fic or something in those lines. And I would definitely not recommend the Fallout Equestria for somebody that is not liking, gore and blood and violence, because there is a lot of, that stuff. Even though that it's My Little Pony version of it, there's still, stuff that I would not say that is for, young years, or how to say that. I will actually say that nowadays I would draw the line with age 14 and up. I really feel like maybe you can handle it when you're 14, but also the age difference have been a little bit skewed here in Denmark. We actually have the age limit at 15 right now, and I personally feel like it could have been set up to 18, but never mind. When you're reading stuff, I do feel like sometimes your imagination can get the best of you. So I would recommend, if you are having a good imagination like I have, maybe, stay away from fics where you know that you can become sad, or you can be hurt, or, stuff like that. Getting thoughts into your mind that is bad for you is not something I would recommend at all. And I mean this in a very sincere way, because I don't want you to go and watch, things that you don't want to. So you have to draw the line with yourself, where you decide for yourself when you're age appropriate what you're supposed to see, or how to say that. Or else go and ask your parents where if they feel like it's something you can handle. Maybe they will say yes, or if it's something that they feel like it's not for you, don't do it. Come on, you guys. I know that it's fun to be like, well, if they say I'm not allowed to, then I should do it. Just don't. There's stuff on the internet I would recommend you hold your hooves from. But yeah, it's up to you. So, but there's also the fics where I'm a little bit, I'll say not surprised, but I was like, okay, there's also that. For background ponies, and actually also where it's like, where you put your own OC into the MLP universe, or how to say that, fanfics about OC background stories, and, the creation of Equestria, or something else, the overworld creations and stuff like that. And I really am enjoying actually these small fanfics. I actually read one yesterday that was about, the creation of Equestria before, Celestia and Luna was becoming alicorns. And I really did like it, because it was actually almost like the headcanon that I had one time, where I was telling that Celestia and Luna was Starlight the Bearded's pupils, and they actually became alicorns when they rose the sun and rose the moon, or how to say that, or lowered the moon, or how to, you know what I'm trying to say. So it was actually pretty interesting to see that others also have the same, ideas about fanfics, and maybe they get inspiration from others on the internet. I actually feel like this is something that is happening a lot, because I have also seen fanfics that looks like the story of Doctor Who. Now, I haven't seen a lot of the episodes of Doctor Who, because it's not my cup of tea, but I have actually read the fanfic with, Dr. Hooves and Derby on their, trips through time and space and stuff like that. So maybe into the future I will look more on that, but right now I'm looking more into my own, fanfics and actually trying to read and also write my own stuff. I actually have my own OC background story, but I will not call that. I don't know if you can call that a fanfic or you call it just a OC background story, but in my mind it's something that a fan made and I'm a fan, and it's something that is fictional because it's not into the My Little Pony universe, so I would call it a fanfic. But let me know in the comments down below what fanfics you will recommend. I would actually recommend the Fallout Equestria and the other ones. Now, I will not leave a link for it because you can find it yourself. Maybe I will leave a link for the Fallout Equestria one. But the other ones, the love fics and the slice of life and stuff like that, there's just so many. So yeah, I don't know, you guys. Maybe you can help me and put some links in the comments about, fanfics that are actually pretty nice. So yeah, that was actually all. Do remember that inspiration is right around the corner. Do remember to take care of yourself and loved ones. And that is actually all. Yeah, okay, bye.